Hey everyone, what's up? It's Scott the Frozen Gamer, and I'm coming with you with this list I'm super excited about. And this is going to be a long series that I'm doing. Every year, I go through, at the end of the year, I go through and check out the most played games of the year to kind of see which games are the most popular of each year. I went back to all of BGG stats all the way back from the year 2000 to 2025. And I go through and I take the top 1,000 most played games every year, and then I put them into my database. I do unique plays because I want to see how many times a new player has played the game instead of, like kind of lifestyle games like, you can't see it in my video, maybe you can. I have like Blood on the Clock Tower or Final Girl up there, which are really lifestyle games. They have a lot of unique players, but a lot of players like myself will play them over and over and over and over and over again. And I didn't want to check the overall plays. I want to see how many people the game have spread to kind of see that overall popularity. And I take the top 1,000 every year. And I'm going to go through the top 1,000 games, most popular games of 2025. And then I'm going to go and kind of give you a bonus stat as well on them. I'm going to talk very little about each of them because there is so many games to go through. I'm not going to go through them all on this one video, don't worry. So starting out this year, in 1,000th place is Zombicide Black Plague. It came out in 2015. The past 3 years, it's gone from 672 to 852 to 1,000. And then I'm going to move forward. It has been on the list for 11 years total. It's been in the top 500 5 times. And its best year, it peaked at 118th. So Zombicide Black Plague is by Raphael Guiton, Jean-Baptiste Lulien, Nicolas Reynaud. It's a cool mini or not game. If you know Zombicide, there's like 100 editions of Zombicides right now. I'm just kidding, but not really. This was one of the most popular editions ever. I haven't played it. I've played base Zombicide, like first edition, where there had the issue that you could like constantly shoot your own teammates. That got fixed. This one takes place in like the medieval times during the Black Plague, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Zombicide is fine. It's a zombie shoot 'em up system. This is one of the most popular ones, so if you're interested in that, this is one of the ones I would go for. Zombicide Black Plague, number 1,000. I'm going to talk really quick about these. Next up, in 999th place, it is brand new to the list. So only the 1 year in it. This is its first year. Came out in 2025, and that is Micro Macro, but kids version, Crazy City Park. So this is Micro Macro Kids, Crazy City Park. Designed by Johannes Sich, and Edition Spielweise was the first publisher for this. And if you don't know Micro Macro, you get this sheet, like this giant, giant map with all these different little figures all over the map. And in the adult versions, you're trying to solve like a murder mystery. In the kids version, I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to do. In this Crazy City Park, search through the city park to discover answers to multiple mysteries. So you're just going to look through. You're trying to solve mysteries by looking at these illustrations. It's almost like Where's Waldo-esque. This is obviously done very well with kids, and it's ranked 5,829th on BGG in its first year out. That is Micro Macro Kids Crazy City Park. One thing I didn't mention is I also keep track of a Hall of Fame ranking based off of one of the ways that baseball analyzes baseball players and see if they're Hall of Fame worthy. So there is, in my database of games that have received points over the years and being in the top 1,000, I have 5,725 games that have made my list out of the hundreds of thousands of games that have been printed over the years. And let's go find out what their JAWS ranking is here. So I forgot to mention Black Plague. Their JAWS ranking was, JAWS ranking is their Hall of Fame ranking was 739th overall. And Micro Macro Kids Crazy City Park is 5,712th in their Hall of Fame ranking. So 998th ranked game this year, most played game this year, is what went from, in the past 3 years, 813th to 711, dropping to 998. And that is the Shipwreck Arcana. Some other stats, it's been on the list for 8 years, one time in the top 500, and that's where it peaked at 418th. Came out in 2017. So the Shipwreck Arcana, I've heard of the title. I don't know anything about it. The blurb is trapped in a drowned world, use deduction and work together and escape your doom. It's by Kevin Bishop and Meromorph Games. It looks kind of cool. Visually, it looks pretty cool. Game I haven't played. I'd play it if I was given the opportunity, but I really know nothing about it. It's ranked 822nd overall on BGG. The 997th most popular game of 2025 is Inside Job. This is the second year on the list. It peaked last year when it entered the list at 721, 997 currently. It debuted as a game, was published in 2022. I put the wrong year in on my database. 2022 is the year that it was published and made this list 2 years later in 2024. So this is by Tanner Simmons, published by Cosmos. Agents work together to complete missions and gather intel, but who's the insider? So this is a kind of like a semi-co-op, like hidden traitor. I believe it's a trick-taking game. I haven't played it. I really want to play this. I love trick-taking games. It's the type of games I grew up playing. And this one has a hidden traitor element to it, social deduction element to it. And I love social deduction hidden traitor games. So this is right up my alley. I just haven't played it yet. My friend owns it. I will play it one time for sure when I go to his place the next time in July. So that is Inside Job. It is ranked 2,116th on BGG. 998th most popular game in 2025. Sorry, 997th most popular game in 2025. And 996 is the game Ligretto. So this one was came back on in the list in 2024 at 911, and then 996 this year. Now it's been on the list much more though. It's been on the list for 17 years. It's been in the top 500 5 times. And it debuted, it was published in 1988. So it was on the list, then it was off the list for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, and then just jumped back on in 2024 and 2025 at the very bottom here. It might fall off again next year. So Ligretto is a game I have heard about. It's a classic game at this point. I've never played it. I don't know anything about it other than that it's like a light card game. It says, in this real-time free-for-all, be the one who played the most cards. It's by Michael Michaels. For the first publisher listed is 999 games. It's ranked 3,641 on BGG. This is not a game I would personally want to play. It's got a real-time element. Real-time games I'm hit or miss with. And just doesn't seem like my thing, but it has been popular for a very long time, Ligretto. Next up in 995th is the game Chicken, with an exclamation mark, Chicken! Debuted and was published in 2023. It made the list last year at 770th, dropped to 995 this year. The only 2 years it's been on the list. Let's see a little bit more about this game because I don't know about this game. Oh, I do know about this game. This game comes in the giant like cylinder is what the box was for the game. You roll chickens, hatch eggs, and avoid those pesky foxes. It's by famous designer Scott Alms. Keymaster Games published it. It's ranked 3,684 on BGG overall. And it's, I believe, if I remember correctly, this is a push your luck style party game. That's all I know about it. I'd play it. I like push your luck games, dice rolling, lots of dice rolling in the game. If I remember correctly, I would play this game for sure. It's not one I don't think I would be like, yeah, I love this game, but I would play it. And that is Chicken, number 995, most popular game of the year. Next up, in the 994th most popular game of the year is Pitch Car, a Tom Vassell favorite from the Dice Tower. This game has been on the list all 26 years that I've kept track. It's been in the top 520 times. It's been in the top 100 4 times, and it peaked at number 95 in the top 100. The last 3 years, it's gone from 859 to 948 to 994. Sadly, it might be the last year that Pitch Car is on the list. This is a dexterity game. Let's see who designed this game. It's designed by Jean Dupoul, and Ferty was the first listed publisher for it. And what you're doing is you have this little disc on this race car track, and you flick it, and you're trying to race everyone else to the finish line as you're flicking them on the track. You can fall off the track where you go back to where you started. There's all these different expansions you can add to it, loop-de-loops, jumps, like levels where it goes up a hill and goes on the upper level and then goes down the hill, curves all over the place. It looks a lot of fun. I have never played it. I like flicking dexterity games, so I'm sure I would enjoy this game. I just need to get to a Dice Tower convention to play it with all the other people playing the game, because Tom Vassell runs these huge pitch car games. This is fairly expensive to buy now. It's hard to get your hands on, but they have it all at the Dice Tower. So I need to get out and just to play the pitch car of all things. So it's currently ranked number 994 for most popular game of the year on BGG. Its overall rank is 519th. Next up to the list at 993rd is a brand new game, came out this year, or this past year, 2025. And it is I Made You a Mixtape, designed by Dice Tower's own Mike DeLisio and Dan Hughes. And it's their own publishing company, Massive Asterisk. So the blurb is compete to make the best mixtape from your older siblings' music collection. And so what you're doing is you're getting these tapes, these songs, and you're trying to do like a set collection aspect to it. And then there's, you know how old cassette tapes had the actual tape in them, that black tape that's in them. There's like black tape that kind of on the little cassettes that you're collecting that kind of go down the tape, and they kind of lead down, and you're trying to match those up so they match up from one tape to the next, kind of Suro style. You're trying to match up these wavy lines going down, because that will get you more points as well. I played this one. I believe I played it solo. I either played it multi-handed solo or solo on Tabletop Simulator before the game came out. I thought it was a lot of fun, the game. I really enjoyed it. I would love to play it more. That's I Made You a Mixtape, number 993. Number 992 is the Isofarian Guard. And this debuted, or was published in 2023. It debuted for the first time on this popularity list, most played games list this year. The blurb is explore Isofar as you strive to cleanse the land of an ancient corruption. This is a big campaign game, so I will probably never play it because I'm kind of all out on campaign games for the most part. So probably not for me. As far as a campaign game looked, I remember looking at this game when it first was crowdfunded, I believe, and I thought it looked pretty cool, but I really don't know a whole lot about it other than the blurb I just read. I don't remember a lot about it. It's designed by Eric Bitterman, Sean Creighton, and David Janchik, and it's by Sky Kingdom Games. Its current rank overall in the couple years it's been out is 1,334, so it's doing pretty well. And it's, yeah, the Isofarian Guard. Know nothing about it. Number 992. Number 991 is brand new to the popularity list as well because it just came out this year, and that is AR, Children of the Sun. Nice mid-heavyweight Euro game. Advance your clan and seek the favor of the gods at the dawn of the Inca civilization. It's by Mandela Fernandez Grandon and Fabio Lopiano, published by Osprey Games. I think this is part of a line. It looks like a cover of many other games. Not sure about that. The game board absolutely looks beautiful. The whole thing has got these bright, vivid colors going throughout. For a Euro game, it is not beige. There is some beige actually to it, but there's a lot of color as well to this game. But I know nothing more than that. Other than that, it's a heavy Euro game. And Ian O'Toole did the art. I love Ian O'Toole's art. Probably my favorite, one of my favorite artists. Board game artists, probably my favorite board game artist. It says area majority influence, highest, lowest scoring, point-to-point movement, set collection. That's all I know about it. It looks beautiful. It's ranked 4,013 on BGG. Last year, it was the 991st most played game. Next up at 990th is a brand new game to the list as well because it was just published in 2025. And that is Fountains. Create a fountain filled with fish, coins, and lily pads. This is a tile laying game. I believe there's some like layers to it when you play the tiles down. You like, not only are you building a fountain with your tiles, you're like it's got like layers that the water can cascade down. So it's really got this visual appeal to it. I remember this game coming out and was kind of interested in it. Not one that I would buy right now, but one I definitely want to play. It's by Kendrick Winks, and the Op Games published it. It's got open drafting, rondel, tile placement. It's really a tile placement game, and you're trying to get symbols and stuff, the fish and the coins inside the fountain. It's got ranked 5,334th this year, coming out this year, so did pretty well. Was in the top 1,000 most games played. This is one I would definitely like to try playing. Next up is a game called Spellbook. It debuted last 2024 at 528th. It dropped 400 some spots to 989th this year. Most likely will fall out of the list after this year. Spellbook is by Phil Walker Harding game. It's a Phil Walker Harding game. I never even heard of this game. And it's published by Space Cowboys, so I missed the boat on this one. Its current ranking overall is 3,533. It's got a fantasy theme to it. With spellbooks, I'm not really into fantasy themes. That's probably why it went right by me. So that's all I know. Hand management, set collection, solo solitaire game. It's got a lot of colorful discs in it and cardboard discs in the game. Don't really know much about it. Did I read what the blurb is? Wide variety of spell combinations, play hundreds of unique games. There you go, Spellbooks. It was the 990th game this year. 989th game. 988th game this year is a brand new game because it just came out this year, and that is Steam Power by Martin Wallace and Wallace Designs. Build your rail network, establish your factories, and reap the rewards. It is ranked 3,204 just for coming out this past year. Pretty darn good. It's a lighter weight train game, I would say. Medium lightweight train game. Martin Wallace is known for his train games. I did want to try this game out. And don't love train games though, so I'm always intrigued by train games, but I never loved them. I'm never like a diehard train game person, so I would like to play this one. I know Martin Wallace is known for his train games. Steam and Brass has kind of route building in it as well. So he's known for those type of games. This is another one in his line, in his repertoire of games now. So that is Steam Power, 988th. It debuted on the list. The next game, 987th, is also a debut on my on the most played game list, and this is by probably the most popular designer out there right now, or the hottest designer, and that's Thomas Holick. The game is Aquaria by Delicious Games. And the blurb on this one is 5 words long. Take care of your lionfish. I do want to play this game. It came out at Essen this year. It's an endgame bonuses, hand management, set collection, worker placement game, and it looks really cool. I don't know much about it other than that it did fairly well. It's ranked 6,025 for just coming out at the end of this year. It has a controversial cover in that some people love it and some people hate it. They redid it for the European markets. I actually like the original cover the better than the redone one. The original cover, as you see right here, looks like an old like C. Dick and Jane and Spot book. And it reminds me of the old coffin games that have the family playing the game on the cover. This one's just a family looking at this aquarium of fish. I'm very intrigued by this one. I love SETI by Thomas Holick, so very intrigued to see how Aquaria plays as well. And I like the theme. I like the theme of an aquarium theme for a game. Next up, at 986, the last 3 years, it's gone from 414th to 636 to 986. It's probably going to fall off next year. It's had a steady run on this most played games list, popular game list, whatever you want to call it. And that is Forbidden Desert. So Forbidden Desert has been on the list for 13 years. It's been in the top 500 11 years, and the top 104 years. It peaked at 39th. Forbidden Desert is a game I used to own. I recently got rid of it. It's by Matt Leacock. Game Right produced the game in one of their tins. It's in the Forbidden Island, Forbidden Sky, Forbidden Jungle. Is that the most recent one in the line of games of Matt Leacock's games? And it says, race to find parts to an ancient flying machine before you succumb to sand or sun. It's like, it's very much like Forbidden Island or even Pandemic. It's like a play off of the Pandemic series of things that are just gonna, you have a guy with a ability or a woman with an ability, and things are gonna fall apart. You wanna use your person to the best of their one power that they have. And this one, sand dunes are building up and you're trying to find your ship that crash landed, and you're trying to find all the parts and the hull of the ship itself and rebuild that while trying to avoid the sun beating down on you or just running out of time and having this doesn't make you lose, well, yeah, or running, there's so much sand covering the board that you lose the game that way as well. So you want to blast away the sand as well. It's a good game. I believe it won a Mensa award, a Mensa Select award. And it is, yeah, it's in the series of Forbidden Game series, this is my favorite one. Cooperative game, great game. And it was 986 this year. I forgot to go over the Hall of Fame rankings. So we had Ligretto was 600. Let's go from the beginning. Zombicide 739th. Micro Macro Kids 5,712. The Shipwreck Arcana 1,600. 4,353 for Inside Job. 601 for Ligretto. 4,561 for Chicken. 59th in the Hall of Fame rankings for Pitch Car. I Made You a Mixtape and Isofarian Guard and IR and Fountains are all in the 5,600 range because they're brand new. Spellbook 3,700. Steam Power and Aquaria are in the 5,600 range. And Forbidden Desert, this game is 265th overall in the Hall of Fame rankings that I keep track of. Next up is an old game. It's been off the list. It was published in 1999. It's been off the list for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years off the list before it just came back on in the 12th year. And that is a game called Money by Rainer Knizia. And it's, the reason it just came back on the list because it was just republished by All Play in one of their small box games. I don't know anything about this game. It's been out since 1999. Outsmart the market to maximize your portfolio. That's all I know about it. It's a pretty lightweight game. It's been around forever. It has, as far as popularity, it has been on this list 15 times. 12 of those times in the top 500. It peaked at 129th, and now it's hanging on in the 900s here. As far as overall Hall of Fame ranking, it is 327th of the 5,700 some games that I have kept track of that have earned points to be even on the list of Hall of Fame games. So that is Money. Rainer Knizia, classic, coming back by All Play. Next up is a Mike DeLisio special. One person that's championed this game. It came out way back in 2016. It's a Japanese game. It's 982nd last year, and then it dropped 2 spots to 984 this year. That is Nokosu Dice. Dice are used with cards in this trick-taking game. Save the right die for last. That's all I know about this game. I know it's a huge hit. It's by Endgames. The designer is Yusuke Matsumoto, ranked 1,483 overall on BGG. And all I know is it's a trick-taking game with dice, and it's supposed to be really, really cool. And yeah, I would love to play this game. Absolutely would love to play this game. Have never come around to the game. I have never bought the game, so I'm pretty picky on what I buy. So I haven't gotten the game, but yes, this is one that I would play. And its Hall of Fame ranking is currently 5,505 for the 2 years it's been on. Next up is a new game. It's ranked 983, and it came out in 2024. And that was because it's a calendar for 2025, 365 Adventures, The Dungeon 2025. Embark on a unique 365-day adventure in a fantastic dungeon. All I know about this series of games is every day you kind of do another quest in your dungeon. Not my thing. This is by Li Juhua and it's published by Sorry We Are French. Not a game I would play. I don't want to play a game over a calendar, but yes, that is what it is. Next up is a game that's been on the list for 2 years. It was published in 2023. Last year, or 2024, it came on the list at 871, dropped to 982 this year. And that is a game, it's another little kind of mass market-y sounding card game that I have not played, probably won't ever play. It's by Anthony Guillen, and the Flying Games published it. This is Mojo. discard the right cards from your hand to score the least points. It looks like a Uno style game. Phase 10 style game is what it looks like. I don't know if that's really what it is. It's been on the list for 2 years. Looks like it might fall out next year. Next up is a game I really enjoy, actually. It came out in 2024, debuted at 862, and then in 2025 dropped to 981. So sadly, I think it will be the last year on the list, and that's Ratjack. This is the essence of blackjack with modern twists and player interaction. It's by Matthew Kahn and Maxime Mercier, published by Studio H. I've played this on BGA, and it's kind of random. It's a game where you're it's a blackjack style game, but it's kind of random because it's kind of got to take that element to it as well. But what's really cool about this game is you can kind of plan out many moves ahead of time. So like I'll plan out like 4 or 5 moves of what I want to happen. And if nothing messes that up and it works and I win the game because I've planned out ahead of time, like kind of like you do in chess, like the good chess players do, it feels amazing. This is not nearly as complex as chess is, as planning out moves like that. But when it works, you feel really smart. So that is Ratjack. I really enjoyed the game quite a bit. Next up is Marvel Dice Throne. It's been on for the list for 4 years. The last 3 years it was 502, 913, 980. It peaked the one time it was in the top 500, and that was at 336. So this is Dice Throne. If you know Dice Throne, it's Gavin Brown designed it with Nate Chatelier and Manny Tremblay. Dice Throne and the Op published it. Become your favorite Marvel hero in fast-paced dice rolling combat. It's a 1v1 game. You're going to be usually, it says 2 to 6 players. I know that base Dice Throne is usually 1v1. You're going to roll dice, Yahtzee style. I believe it's Yahtzee style. It's been a while since I played, but you're trying to collect symbols and like trying to get like full houses or 3 of a kind or runs with your dice. And the better the symbols are, the better combination you've done, the more hits it will knock over to the other player. It's a fun system. I liked it quite a bit, actually, the bit I played of it, but my son didn't like it, and that's who I'd be playing with. I don't play 2-player games, so I got rid of my version of Dice Throne that I had. But this is the Marvel version, and this has been 4 years on the list, 980 this year. Next up is 979th, and that is A Nice Cuppa. It was published in 2024. This year is the first year it made the list. It is a button shy game by Scott Alms. So a little card game, wallet-sized game of 18 cards. When worries become too distracting, soothe them away with a nice, relaxing cup of tea. This is a solo-only game that Button Shy does, a solo line of games. I would love to play it because I love their solo line of games, and it's the way I like to play Button Shy games. So it is a cute little card game about tea, and I love tea. So I would love to play this game. I don't really know anything else about it. Scott Alms is a great solo designer for Button Shy games. Yes, this is one I want to play. 979th, A Nice Cuppa. I didn't talk about Marvel Dice Throne's Hall of Fame ranking. It is currently at 4,905. Marvel Dice Throne's 2,378, Ratjack's 4,905, and Mojo 4,949. A Nice Cuppa's in the 5,500s because it's only been on 1 year. Next up is a game that was published in 2020. The last 3 years, it's gone from 883 up to 792, dropping down to 978. And that is Zombie Teens Evolution, designed by Anik Lobit and Scorpion Mask. Published it. Cooperate to protect your town from zombie hordes, a game that evolves as you play. This is like a legacy game for teenagers. I know they have Zombie Kids as well. This is the teenage version of it. I really kind of want to play the kids game with my kids. And this one's done pretty well itself. So it is 5 years on the list. It peaked at 643 the year that it came on. And in the Hall of Fame rankings, 2,816th. That's Zombie Teens Evolution. Next up is brand new to the list because it just came out this year. 977th is a game I never heard of even when it did come out this year. Gwent, the legendary card game. Gwent, the card game, is a strategic faction-based card game brought to life from TW3. No Loading Games is the publisher. The designer, CD Projekt, Raphael Jackie, and Damien Monnier. It plays 1 to 5 players, but it's a 2-player game is what it's rated best as. It looks like a Magic the Gathering style game, something that I wouldn't be interested in. I don't know if it is a trading card game or not. It's in the Witcher world, and that's all I know about it. Gwent. the legendary card game. First year on the list at 977. We'll see if it hangs on or if it moves up or drops out after 1 year. Next up has been on the list 3 years. It peaked at and premiered at 255, then it dropped to 598, and then 2025 it was 976. It was published in 2022, and that is Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Its Hall of Fame ranking is 2494. So Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I believe I played this one. Let me see. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Yes, this is use your Jedi powers to fight off separatist threat, pandemic style. This is by Alexander Ortloff Tang. Z-Man Games published it, and it re-implements pandemic in the Star Wars universe. I did play this game. I somewhat enjoyed the game at first, but then I got wiped out really, really fast. I played it solo, and I just really didn't enjoy it too much after that. So that's Star Wars: The Clone Wars. If you like Pandemic, you want the Star Wars universe, yes, I would highly recommend it. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I enjoy it, but I'm not like, I wouldn't call myself a fan of Star Wars. So that's it. Number 2025. Number 975 came out in 2025, and that is Flashpoint Legacy of Flames. This is Flashpoint Fire Rescue, the Legacy version. Lead a team of firefighters through a narrative legacy campaign game. It's by Ken Franklin, Kevin Lansing, Chris Leader, Kevin Rogers, published by Indie Boards and Cards. It's got a 7.6 rating, so it's doing pretty well on BGG. This one just kind of came and went. I didn't hear much about it. I didn't hear if like reviewers talking if they thought it was good, if they didn't think it was good. It's just kind of, I heard that this game was gonna come out. It came out, and then it kind of just disappeared. I've never even played Flashpoint Fire Rescue, the base game. It's a pandemic style game. It's one that I've always wanted to play. My friend owns it. It's his daughter's, one of her favorite games of all time. And so I would love to play it. I'm not really into legacy games for the most part anymore. So the Flashpoint Legacy game, I'm gonna pass on. But it was 975 this year. Next up is a game that went from the past 3 years, was 393, 730, down to the 974th most popular game of the year. It was published in 2014, and that is Sheriff of Nottingham. This is a game I used to own. Let's see the rest of the stats on this rank. It's been on the list for 12 years, top 500, 10 years, top 100, 4 years, and its best year, it peaked at 22, the 22nd most popular game. This is a game of bluffing. You're going to be playing as the merry men trying to get stuff past the bad guy of Robin Hood, who I can't think of who it is, the Sheriff of Nottingham. It's the name of the game, Scott, come on. So you're going to be putting things in envelopes. You're going to tell what it is. You can bluff or you can tell the truth, and then someone every round plays the sheriff, and he's going to say, you're either bluffing or not. You'll check, and you'll sneak things in the game. It's really fun. The reason I sold my game is because I played it the heck out of it and just didn't feel like I needed to play it anymore. But it is a really good game. You can play it with family, you can play it with gamers. It works kind of with everyone. Its Hall of Fame ranking overall is 300th on my Hall of Fame ranker right now. And on BGG, it's ranked 600th overall. And that's the Sheriff of Nottingham. I believe it was the first game in the Dice Tower Essential line. The next game was 974th and then moved up one spot to 973 this year. It was published in 2024. And that is a game that was, I believe it was kind of compared to Arc Nova when it came out. It's by Matt Brown and Zara Reed. It's Kavango, let's just say the name of the game, by Mazaza Games. Build and protect your nature reserve by drafting cards and completing research. So the theme is very similar to Arc Nova in a way, that you're working with this nature preserve. I've heard the game's pretty dang good. I have not played it. I would definitely play it if given the opportunity. That is Kavango. It's barely been on the list. It's snuck in the bottom of the list twice, so it's ranked 5,413th on my Hall of Fame ranker. Next up is a game that made a big splash when it came out in 2024. It was ranked 613th that year, dropped to 972nd this year, so it's fallen kind of hard. Probably the last year on the list, and that is Gnome Hollow. It's got a great cover and art by Ammon Anderson and Patrick Spaziante. It was designed by Ammon Anderson, and Levity Games published it. Build mushroom rings, harvest mushrooms, and carry them to market. This game was everywhere when it came out. I saw it in bookstores. I saw it online a ton, and it just had a huge splash and then just kind of fell off the planet. And I would definitely give this one a try, Gnome Hollow. But yeah, don't really know a whole lot about it. It's only been on the 2 years because it's a newly published game, 3,882nd on my Hall of Fame ranker. Next up is a game that has been on and off the list quite a bit. And this is a classic game. So it is called Kala on BGG, also known by most of us as Mancala. So it has been on the list. Let's see. It's been on the list 22 times out of 26 possible times. Been in the top 500 8 times. Been in the top 100 most played games 1 time, where it was 71st that year. The last 3 years, it has not been on the list. The last in 2023 or 24, jumped back on the list in 2025 at 971th. This is the game where it's Mancala. It's used as mechanisms in many modern published games. And you're moving the little stones around the board, trying to get them in the pods. Classic game, Mancala. I played it many times growing up. Next up is a game that was published in 2022. It just made a splash last year in America, though, because it was published overseas first. And that is Ostia. 1 to 4 players create trade routes in the Mediterranean using, here we go, a Mancala resource system. It's by Tatsuko Chuo, and Uchibakoya is the publisher, hot publisher right now. This is a game that a lot of my friends have played and have all loved. I missed out when they were playing it. I was playing a different game at the time. I would have loved to jump in and play this with them. Ostia, it's first year on the list, 970th. Next up is a game that's been on the list for 5 years. The last 3 years, it's got from 511 to 657 to 969. And that is The Adventures of Robin Hood by Michael Menzel and published by Cosmos. It's 2 to 4 players, but mostly a 2-player game. Take on the role of Robin Hood in a cooperative game that changes while you play. I've seen this game. I don't know anything about it. I didn't even know it was a cooperative game. I'd play it if given the chance. It's a pretty lightweight game. It's been on the list, as I said, for 5 years. And one of those years, the peak year where it peaked at 306, was in the top 500. The Adventures of Robin Hood. Next up is a game in a system of games, and that is Unmatched Cobble and Fog. It was published in 2020. It's been on the list for 5 years. And let's see, 3 of those years it was in the top 500. It peaked at 314th, so a little bit less than The Adventures of Robin Hood, which is kind of a surprise to me because I believe it's a more popular game overall. It went 431 to 603 to a big fall to 968th, and I think that big fall is because it's hard to find. I think Cobble and Fog is a hard to find module for Unmatched. Unmatched is a 2-player game where you have little figures that are trying to take out the other figure by using not only do you have a figure, you have like a little like minion character as well that goes around that's like a helper character, and you're trying to knock them out by using cards and attacking with cards, and you're playing defense with cards. It's a really cool system. It re-implemented Star Wars Epic Duels, the more classic game. This is by Restoration Games, Mondo Games, Rob Davio, Justin Jacobson, Chris Leader, and Kevin Rogers designed it. This is heroes from Victorian era literature join a skirmish to the death. And so you're going to be like Sherlock Holmes and Jekyll and Hyde in this one. And if there is a version I would want to play, this is one of them. I didn't play this one. I have played other versions of Unmatched, but really good game. Highly recommend it. 2-player game. And Unmatched in my Hall of Fame ranking Unmatched Cobble and Fog is 1,634. And I didn't say Adventures of Robin Hood. That is 1,809th in my Hall of Fame rankings. And Mancala is 426, in case I didn't mention that one. Next up is a new game in 2025. And that is Trinket Trove, debuting at 967 on this list. Throat's getting a little tired from talking so much. 967th, Trinket Trove. Let's see what Trinket Trove is about, because I've heard of the game, but I don't know anything about it. Designed by Rocco Privatera, Gamehead, collector critters trade human trinkets to decorate their cozy burrows. It's a card game, small, lightweight game. The art is absolutely adorable on it. Yeah, I would totally give this one a shot because I like small, lightweight card games. So, with really pretty art. The art's by Sandra Tang. Next up is a game that's been on the list for quite some time now. Let's see here. It's been on the list for 9 years, one time in the top 500, where it peaked at 347. The last 3 years, it's got 979 to 922 to 966. The last 5 years, it's been in the 900s. It's hanging in there every year, and that is a little oink game called Insider. It's 20 questions with a twist, a time limit, and a sneaky insider who knows the answer. So someone knows the answer, and it's trying to get people to get to the answer, and then other people are trying to guess who the insider is, if I remember correctly. I'm going off. I have almost bought this game multiple times and never have. I believe it's kind of similar to the Chameleon in a way. Maybe not. You're trying to guess words, or maybe it's more similar to Werewords, I believe. And that's the Insider. It's a little red box. It's designed by Kwaji Akihiro Ito, Daisuke Okano, and Kaito Shinma. And the art's by Jun Sasaki, and little oink game. And it's supposed to be really fun. I know the Dice Tower really went off on this one and said it was really good. So let's see the stats on it. It has my Hall of Fame rankings. It's 1,968th on the Hall of Fame rankings. Next up is an old game that was published in 1992, but it's only been on the list the last 2 years because it finally came over to America, 969 to 965, up 4 spots. And that is Harvest. This is not the big box Harvest game that came out last year. This is the little tiny Harvest game with the little, I believe, Japanese writing on the title. And it says, a game of cooperation and conflict over vegetable harvesting. It's by Yukihito Morikawa. 4 Games is the first publisher listed. It's a tiny little, cute little card game. The art's nothing special on it. Little square cards. I would definitely play this if given the chance, if I ever came across this game, because it is supposed to be pretty good. I've heard good things about it. And that's Harvest, the little Asian game that's made its way over to America recently. So the next game went from 826 to 964. It's the only 2 years it's been on the list. It was published in 2022, and that is Stomp the Plank. It's by Florian Siriux and Benoit Turpin. The Flying Games and Ravensburger are the publishers. And this is a game with really good presence on a table presence. What you're doing is you have guys, little elephant pirates, and they're going out further and further on the plank, hoping that the plank won't fall. So that's all I know about the game. I really want to play it. It's like a kid's game. Young ages can play it, but I really wanted to play this game. Elephant pirates push their luck to try to not fall off their plank before the others do. That's the game. It looks gorgeous on the table. It's so cute. I do want to give it a shot. Its Hall of Fame ranking, it's only been on for 2 years. Its Hall of Fame ranking is 4,679. Next up at 963 is Carnival of Sins. This one just came out this past year. Step into a chaotic Mardi Gras of bluffing, bold moves, and backstabbing fun. This is a game that's on my wish list, meaning I want to look into it more. It's by Akateris Editions. Alex Nogues is the designer of it. It's this black and gold board and cards. That's all I know about it. It's got this kind of cool, unique art on it by Vicente Cifuentes. I know nothing more about it other than that it's a bluffing game. And it's got a decent, good rating so far. So that's Carnival of Sins, first year on the list at 963. Another game, first year on the list at 962 is Hitster Rock Bob. The name Bob with an exclamation. This is the Hitster version with an exclusive collection of famous rock songs by Marcus Carlson and publisher Jumbo. Hitster is a game where you have songs and you try to get them in timeline order. And I believe you listen to them on like Spotify, if I remember correctly. This is the version that is Germany's, it's based off of Germany's rock radio station Bob, I think. I don't really know, but it is just normal rock songs in the game. I don't think they're like German songs by any means, but it's called Hitster Rock Bob. It debuted on the list at 962. Next up is a very old game that everyone has played. It was off the list for a while. It came back on in 2024 at 962, moved up 1 to 961. Overall stats, it's been on the list for 19 years, 3 of them in the top 500. It peaked at 231. Came out in 1959, so it says. And that is the classic game of memory. Turn over 2 cards, try to find a match. If you do, you get to go again and try to find more matches. Whoever has the most matches at the end wins. I played this game a lot, the Frozen version with my kids, and it's actually a good version of the game. I like that version a lot because of the Frozen theme and the pictures on it. So memory. And Memory's Hall of Fame ranking. Memory's gonna have a pretty good Hall of Fame ranking here, 815th overall for its Hall of Fame ranking. Next up is a brand new game that re-implements a game that came out a year before it, and that is Formaggio, the Italian version of the French fromage. It is by Michael Golubowski and Filip Milunski. It looks like Polish names. It's published by Lucky Duck. No, that's Destinies. Spoiler alert. Formaggio is by Ben Rossett by Road to Infamy Games, and it came out last year. It's craft artisanal cheeses in the 1900s Italy. It's a worker placement game, and the workers are going to stay out on the board for 1 to 3 turns, and you're playing these little mini games. I love Fromage. I would definitely play Formaggio if I could get my hands on it. Debuts at 960th. We're getting down here. Next up is, as I already spoiled, Destinies. Destinies has been on the list for 5 years. Last 3 years, 416, 564, a large drop to 959, may not stay on any more than 5 years. It peaked at 198th. It's been in the top 500 3 times. So Destinies. Characters explore a medieval fantasy land as they race to fulfill their destiny. It's by the guys that I said and published by Lucky Duck Games. I don't know a whole lot about it other than that it's a story-driven game. It has the same system for kind of like leveling the tracks as the Dark Quarter that just came out had. It's really cool. You have like different pieces on this track and you can move them over one piece on the same track over until it hits the piece in front of it. And then you have to move that one over to further move the back one over. Really cool system on that and this RPG building up your character style thing. So I love that. I've never played Destinies. I played the Dark Quarter, didn't love it, but I love that aspect of it. Probably won't play Destinies anytime soon. Let's see what Destiny's Hall of Fame ranking is. It is 1,442nd. Next up is a game that's also been on the list for 5 years. The last 3 years, 747, 951, dropping 7 spots to 958, so hanging in there. It peaked at one time in the top 500 at 479, debuted or was published in 2021, and that is Stardew Valley, designed by Eric Barone and Cole Medeiros by Concerned Ape Games. It's based off the video game Stardew Valley. Build your farm, grow crops, and explore Stardew Valley. For me, I'd rather just play the video game, but I know people that really like this game. I know Foster the Meeple has really championed Stardew Valley, the board game. I'm not really interested in too much, but it's done very well over the years. Its Hall of Fame ranking for Stardew Valley is currently 2,682. Next up is a game that's been on the list twice so far. It debuted last year at 783, this past year 957, so dropping, falling off. And that is another Hitster game, Hitster Summer Party. More new songs for Hitster. And these are summer-themed songs. And that's all I know about that, Hitster. Next up is a game that re-implemented another one. It came out in 2021. It's been on the list for 4 years. It went 214 to 421, 718 to 956. This might be its last year in the list. Its big brother, I believe, just fell off the list, which is crazy. And this game is Unfathomable, re-implementing Battlestar Galactica, which fell off the list this year. Not in the top 1,000 most played games. So traders and terrors, immerse yourself among the passengers and crew of the SS Atlantica. This is by Tony Fanchi. Fantasy Flight Games was the publisher of it, and it re-implements Battlestar Galactica, one of the best hidden trader games, board games in my mind. This is the Cthulhu universe because they lost the rights to Battlestar Galactica. Great game, highly recommend it. Unfathomable is currently ranked 2,032nd in my what's it called? Hall of Fame rankings. Next up is a brand new game, debuting at 955. It just came out in 2025, also by Thomas Hollick. And this is published by Pink Troubadour, and this is Pondscape, the most vibrant frog pond you've ever seen. As you can tell, it's got the great artwork by Jiri Cuse of the Grumpy Frog. And it's a tile laying game, or card laying game. It's a card game of frogs. I know Camilla from the Dice Tower really likes this game, Pawnscape. I would definitely play it if given the chance. At 954, it debuted at 966 last year. It was published in 2023, so it's gone up a little bit from last year. And that is the solo button shy game by Milan Zikovic, Numsters. And nom nom, Numsters are hungry. So this is a game where it's like the joke 7, 8, 9, that joke of eating numbers and trying to get them in sequential orders to eat more numbers and leaving you with one number left on the table. And each number has its own little power. I have played this on Tabletop Simulator. I tested it out as one that I would play if I bought it from Button Shy Games, because it is a good game. Good little, quick little solo game that I do recommend playing if you like quick little solo games. It's only been on the year list twice, so that's Hall of Fame ratings in the 5,000s. This next game is brand new, just published this year in 2025, coming in, debuting at 953 on the most played games, and that's the Voynich puzzle. Decipher the undecipherable, unravel the mystery. Will you crack the Voynich? It's by Danny Garcia and Salt and Pepper Games, so great team there. I do really want to play this game. It's based off the manuscript that was found in 1912, the Voynich manuscript, which they may think is a hoax. It's got all these puzzle weird stuff. Everyone's trying to figure out what it's about, who made this Voynich puzzle, and what is actually meant in this manuscript. No one knows, and it could possibly be a hoax. And that's what the theme of the game is. It's a medium heavy Euro game, I'd say, and I would really like to play it. 953 this year. Debuting at 952 this year is Horrified Dungeons and Dragons, another game in the Horrified series. This is like a pick up and deliver style game, kind of has a pandemic feel to it, except it's pick up and deliver. Blind the beholder, expose the mimic, contain the beast, and lure and kill the dragon. This is by Peter Lee, and Ravensburger published it. And it's another Horrified game, this time set in the Dungeons and Dragons universe. I would play it. I like Horrified. I'm not a big Dungeons and Dragons person. I've only played it one time in my life, briefly, and but I would give this one a try because the Horrified system is very good. I haven't heard if people really like it and how they compare it compared to the other games in this Horrified series, but yeah, definitely give it a try. And the last game that I'm going over here today, from 1000 to 951, is Dixit Odyssey. So Dixit Odyssey is basically more Dixit. Don't be too vague or precise when describing beautifully surreal art. It's a standalone game, but also an expansion of Dixit, so it can be played either way. You can combine it or just play it by that box. It has been on this list 15 years. It's been in the top 500 12 years. It peaked at 136. The last 3 years, it's gone from 519 to 738 to 951, so Dixit Odyssey might be falling off the top 1,000 most played games. Overall, it is 312th on the Hall of Fame ranker, my Hall of Fame ranker that I keep track of. So doing really well overall. And it's Dixit. Dixit, you have the surreal art, and you're trying to give clues about by using the surreal art, but you don't want to be too obvious about it. It's a great game. I love Dixit. I love its sister game Stella as well, which is in the Dixit universe. Dixit's great. Play Dixit, get Dixit Odyssey, whichever one you can get. It was published in 2011. It's been around for a long time. It's a classic at this point. Overall ranking on BGG is 344. So that's it. First 50 games of my top 1,000 most played games, most popular games of 2025. I'll go through more of these soon. That's it. Peace and stay cool.